Hello and welcome to Drewscussions episode 1. Today we are talking about Modern Warfare 3 and specifically the multiplayer experience. I'm going to go over a few components of that entire experience and sort of give you my opinion on that. All right, just so you guys know, I do have some notes here and I am on a timer on my phone right here for 3 minutes. So we will do our absolute best to keep it to that time frame, okay? So number one is going to be maps. I do think so many people come out with their opinions immediately and say that maps in Call of Duty, at least for the last few years, have been terrible. And I will admit that for the most part, some of those are correct. But I think when you look at this game specifically, if this game had original maps and they were terrible, right, then you would just hate them. But this game has that level of nostalgia in it that can sort of give you a little bit of a positive outlook, kind of remind you of older times, and I think that adds to a positive experience. So it is something I actually enjoy, having older maps. The only thing I would find as a negative there is that the maps are very, very realistic. I do find times where in the middle of gunfights there's, say a railing in the way or pipes or like weird boxes and stuff like that. I just wish it was a little bit simpler, I guess. I don't know if that's, something they added in or if that was, direct copy from the old maps back in 2009. But so far, positive experience being on old maps. Next is going to be 150 health and movement. I do believe with the time to kill specifically being longer, I think it makes the game a lot more fun. It sort of allows for finesse and maybe for the player who was at a disadvantage to be able to, actually have a chance. And the reason for that is it's because of the whole interaction, right? The whole interaction is seeing the player first, centering on that target, holding a good aim while actually firing your weapon, and then possibly, if you win that, you have to move and heal and then start that process all over again. And what this does is it gives that player at a disadvantage an opportunity because maybe the, player with the advantage messes up, right? So that allows the movement of the player to get them in a better position and possibly win that gunfight that they shouldn't. I don't think it should be, a time to kill where you're dead so fast that it's just, whoever sees the person first. I don't think that's right. And it also creates a skill gap. And I think you look at games like Black Ops 3 with jetpacks created an incredible skill gap. And that's something that needs to be had in the game. You don't want everything to be completely the same. All right. The next thing is going to be skill-based matchmaking, which is obviously a very, very controversial topic. I do believe there should be 2 levels. Basically, that skill-based matchmaking, I think, should be ramped up if you're playing ranked or something like that, because that's why the players are there. I do believe you need sort of hills and valleys as you're going through the multiplayer experience to make it interesting. Most people don't like their whole experience to be straight and level. I don't think anyone likes life like that. It makes things very boring. There needs to be some variation, and there's going to be some games where you're going to get shit on and some games where you're going to drop 75. And I just think in the most basic section of multiplayer, that needs to be there. And then once you get to ranked, sure, that can ramp up. The other thing is just balancing of weapons and bugs, I think, right now. There's definitely a lot of them, but I can tell you right now when, you were a kid playing these games, they were doing the same thing, okay? The game wasn't perfect at launch. You would come home, right, and your 4 megabit download speeds, you had some updates that would take 20 to 30 minutes, and that's what they were doing. They're fixing those things. So I'd say give them some time. I do understand the frustration. All right, that is going to be it for the discussion today, guys. Please feel free to leave comments down below. Give me your take, and I will probably see you guys here tomorrow for Drewscussions episode 2, Formula 1. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you then. Peace.